All right, so let's talk about IAM password policy. Now, first of all, you should know that when you created an IAM account or whether your root account, you're always going to set up a password. And your password is just for higher security of your account, obviously. The things you need to know about this password policy is just simply some set of rules. And if you want to set up a password in AWS for your account, you usually have to put in anything. But this time around, it's more stricter. You need to put in uppercase, lowercase, number, and non-alphanumeric character, which I simply mean a uppercase like capital letters like ABC like that. Lowercase letters, obviously, this is not something I should be explaining, but I just want to make sure that you are not lost. And lowercase letters are like small letters like ABC, like that, right? And numbers are numbers, and non-alphanumeric characters are these symbols on your keyboard here, right? Okay, so you need to combine all this together to make a password. All right. And another thing you need to know is that all our IAM users, okay, can also change their own passwords. Now you be the one to allow that. Okay, so you can also require all users to change their password after some expiration. Now this is a good practice because of in case somebody gets to know the password, you can constantly change it or let all IAM users change their password. Okay, and lastly, it just allows prevention password reuse, which simply means you change your password often, like we just said now. And there are different ways you can set up your passwords. And this one I want to talk about now is just an extra layer of security. Instead of you just having your accounts, okay, your username and then your password, okay, you can have an extra layer of security, which is usually called MFA, which means multi-factor authentication. Okay, this one just means even if somebody knows your password, they need to have this multi-factor authentication for them to successfully log in. So let me show us these different ways we can just set it up here in this case. But before that, users have to access to your account and can possibly change configurations or delete resources in your AWS account. So you can usually set up multi-factor authentication for that. Okay, so you simply want to protect your root account and your IAM users account as well. All right, so multi-factor authentication is just simply a password, which is your normal login password, and a security device you own. Okay, so maybe on your device on your phone, you can set up the MFA, and I'm going to show you that in a second. And this is usually good because even if an hacker knows your password, okay, say for example, this is Alice, and an hacker knows a password. Now the hacker needs to have access to your device because your device is where you set up your multi-factor authentication. I mean your phone, okay? And if it does not have access to it, they can't successfully log in, okay? But if you yourself set it up, you'll be able to have your password. Then you can't just log in. You also need this multi-factor authentication to simply have a successful login, okay? And the benefit of multi-factor authentication is what I just mentioned now. If your password is stolen or hacked, okay, the account is not compromised because they will still need multi-factor authentication for them to successfully log in into your account. And these are multi-factor authentication options in AWS. So we have this virtual multi-factor authentication. This is like you simply installing an application on your device, and you can just go to Play Store or Apple Store and search for Google Authenticator, or you can search for Authy, whichever one. They both work the same way. Okay, but for this tutorial, I'll just quickly show us how you can set it up on Google Authenticator. All right, so that's that for the virtual multi-factor device. Okay, and then we have this other one, which is the universal second factor authentication. That's the U2F security key, and this is accompanied by a third-party company called YubiKey. Okay, so it allows you to use multiple routes and also different IAM users. Okay, so we'll just in this tutorial just focus on this one only. There are other options as well, like the hardware key for MFA device, which is another third party with AWS in this case. And then we have this one. This one is more used by government bodies. Okay, this one is called AWS Gov Cloud. All right. So again, we just get started with the one we need to use right in this case.